Hello, what's up? I have a message today that I just felt so inspired to share, so let's go. So I was walking and I always smell the flowers when I walk because that's just the way I am, and I love flowers so much. But then I saw it was yellow roses and some of them had buds. And then I just looked at the buds and I was like, these are just as beautiful as the blooms. And even the thorns, they're beautiful. But right now we're gonna discuss the buds. So what does this mean metaphorically and for us as humans? We're not flowers, but I just want to remind you, and this is what came to mind, to remind you about the cyclical nature of life, that is one, and to just look to nature for guidance. That is what we've been doing throughout history, throughout life. But the rose or any flower can be compared to the life of a human or project or anything. But as a human, the rose has a seed. It's there in the dark. It's incubating. It already has its potential, but it's beginning to grow. And then it's the bud. You have broken up from the earth and you're here. You have just not bloomed yet, but it can be compared to the teenage adolescent stage of a human. And just right now, this applies anytime you listen to it, but specifically this time with the Saturn retrograde and things just breaking down and us having to rethink our entire structures. It's okay to be in the youthful stage, to rethink things, and to not be in the blossoming stage. And I just wanted to remind all of you and myself that you really can honor this stage of your life of becomingness. We're always being, but of just knowing that you have your full potential in you ever since your conception, and throughout your incubation and your sprouting from the ground. When you're a child and you're just learning how to walk, you already have your whole potential in you. And just take this as a time, now that you are in your teenage adolescent bud stage, to not rush things, to not when you rip up the petals of a rose to force it to bloom. Don't do that. Just let it sit. Let yourself sit and soak up the sun. Soak up what life has got to give. Soak up the energy. And just see all your options and decide on which way you want to go, on what you want your future to look like, and just give yourself this moment to really chill out as a bud. Okay, every stage is equally important. This is the Wiccan and all nature religions, or religion would be wrong to call it because it's paganism, literally not religion, but all practices based in nature, shamanism as well, which tell us to honor all the stages of life, all the stages of the year, because they all have a different purpose in our life. So for example, Now it's summer where I live. And now is when we're like jumping around and just living life. Like we are working towards something. And then in autumn, when it's not as warm, it's not as productive, we're gonna reap what we have sown. We're gonna get the harvest, and it's like the payoff. And then the winter comes, and that's like, metaphorical death. We will be resting and incubating. Resting, incubating, the world slows down. And then comes spring, and we're starting to sprout again, So, you could even say that being in the bud is like being in the summertime of your life. You know? So it's actually very fitting to not have all the answers, to not have something to harvest yet. Just trust your process. Keep working towards your goal. Don't push yourself. Like, even I am so guilty of this, of pushing myself, of like, right now I have several things that I am looking at, doing, like several interests. And I'm learning a bit about all of them and pursuing all of them. Like I'm starting getting up earlier in the morning to be able to do this. It's not like an inhumane early time of getting up, but like I want to do this, and I'm not going to rush to have some kind of thing to present. That is for autumn. That is for the rose stage. So yeah, let me know if this resonated, if you are feeling what I'm saying. Let me know in the comments. Then check out my other videos if you feel called to, and have a wonderful day, my friends. Bye.